this off. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Alabama quickly back to the line. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's going to run it. Across the 25, he's got room. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Now on the move. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they start in a great spot, move the ball 34 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know, if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead's extended a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play.
What up?
Third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds.
play in
Memphis. Passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Can't sit around and wait on Biff. Got to enjoy it before we leave.
And he's out to the 43.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down.
What time is storming here? What time is supposed to storm here?
He wants to go deep. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB's got to pick and choose.
Yeah, I know I seen by the rain. I ain't checked on up there yet.
Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Check it out.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts out. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield. And that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. they pull different guys. They pull a guard, they pull a tackle, they pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
He's able to find his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Finds his man and they convert. Touchdown, Michigan! What a grab and go for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Kent State pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there inside Dick's Stadium. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
With jet sweep pass. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Michigan.
What you're looking at is Purina Pro Plan, very nice supplements, Fortiflora. It is #1. Vet recommended. It helps both cats and dogs with diarrhea. Daily supplement easy.
17, Alabama, 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Now adjusting. He chucks one out to the right. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock. but trying to keep your defense fresh, nah. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push back.
The expressway is wide open. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. He'll just keep slinging it. And down he goes back at the 3.
I know that wasn't a big loss by the QB, but still, you'd love to see that ball just go into the stands and go incomplete. If no one's open in this area of the field, just got to get rid of it.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
Get set.
Quarterback will keep it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on third down? This is a designed run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! Big time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
How about that? You don't see those touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short clip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Racing down the left side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get them back, and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary.
Sends it downfield. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point splits the upright. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Wants to throw on third. Moving away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. At midfield, he's got room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. He finds his man. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense set on first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking for a huge play. Makes the catch down the right side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And just flip something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
He's going to take off. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fires and picked off. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He'll start this drive firing. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Going up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
They'll run it from the gun. Still on his feet at the 45. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. He wants to throw. Takes a shot. And the pass hits, picked off. Bringing it back. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quickly complete.
What's going on, fella?
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to
we gonna be up in this.
I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Yeah. See them boys that the tournament they were playing in, they were trying to get me to come to that one too at the P7.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants.
What that?
He's looking for a man on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, we were gonna run in that one, but I ended up catching my homeboy, turning it
On
up.
third and long, he'll need to loosen up
On
that
the
arm.
marching for down.
He took a hit.
You know the one that his son drowned.
It's incomplete and fourth down's cut.
We went last year to they had it at the P7 last
He
year.
ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Well, he might
Yeah.
have wanted to just let that one go to see if it would go into the end zone, but makes the fair catch at the 5.
Yeah, see, well, I think, yeah.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last.
He didn't
but
put
they were
us
in and
7
out
and 9. He
quickly
put us
after the
6
quick
and
pick,
8.
David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get
Yeah.
this offense in a little bit of rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer.
No, I told the nigga, I said, I guess because he be looking at Cameron. He think Cameron, the team, is Cameron AD, but Cameron playing up.
Here, just give him some easy looks to let him get left.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on
I
second
don't know,
down.
you never know who gonna show up there. That's why I said, yeah, come on.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And there he is again, another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high
Come on.
praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson.
They first game gonna be
year
at
after
2.
year, they find these dudes, man. The guys that will get after the quarterback. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let's go for that record.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying
Yeah,
to
she
throw,
in
and they
it.
can't convert on 3rd down.
And this is why this
Yeah.
team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
All right. Good.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to...
They must have canceled that little turn.
The defense, they knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. When you play in a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Darius is when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, I
Continues to fight for yards. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Pocket starts to collapse. Makes the grab. It's Lawrence. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
He's knocked out at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, Michigan. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Michigan 31, Alabama 14.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find...
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the offense. just going to keep it after the snap. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
All right, and you ran that third down play, and you knew fourth down was coming. You didn't score. What we're going to run the 2-yard line. It's your decision. Do you want to be aggressive? Do you want to take the 3? Your call.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the punishment has been extended. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this dude.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Using his feet to buy time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things.
Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he got smacked.